my NWA review or recap or my opinions on this movie. It was a solid movie, you know what I mean? People calling it, oh, it's the best hood movie of all time. It's the best documentary of any movie of all time. And all that shit last year. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? The movie came out exactly around this time last year. They're like, it's the best movie ever. It's the best ever, and all this other crap. And I'm like, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. But it's not the best hood movie of all time, not the best documentary of all time. But I like the movie. But if I had to give this movie a rating, I'll give it probably out of five. I'll probably give it a 3. 3 out of 5. Maybe three and a quarter out of 5, maybe. As far as like how good the movie is. Now, it was a lot of raunchiness in the movie, which I expect. But you know, yeah, NWA, they basically was just, they was cool, they was friends and whatnot. They did business together. You know, Easy E, when he started out rapping, he wasn't even a rapper. He was just a guy that's trying to put out their shit. You know, they had to encourage him to become a rapper and shit, try to teach him how to rap. Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and others. They had to get him together. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. And then they also started locally doing this making music and shit, making fucking bullshit out of this goddamn a disco bar or whatever the fuck it was. It was some disco shit, some fucking Marvin Gaye type shit, some motherfucker. This Curtis Blow with fucking Jerry Curl looking motherfucker. The music, he's talking about rap, and then that guy was criticizing them because they was making rap music and shit. That's how it used to be in like the 70s and 80s with all the cussing and shit. That's how it used to be like, this rap music is ass. This rap music is gonna destroy careers and all this shit. Nowadays, I bet you won't say this shit now because rap sells now. All this other bullshit, this funk music, disco bopping bullshit doesn't sell. Man, that shit died a long time ago. Rap is still here today. People thought rap was going to die. It actually, it sucks, but it haven't died. Mainstream it died. It sucked dick. As far as like the quality of music. Maybe not the recognition, but the quality of music fucking died. But that's another topic for another day. Now they started off doing that shit. Yeah, and then they encouraged E40 to make that song "Riding Down the Street in My 6'4" and shit. And then he got with Jerry Heller, I meant to say. And then he started talking to him. He wasn't too sure if he wanted him to be his manager and shit. But then he made him his manager. He started giving him some deals and shit. Started giving them more recognitions and getting them signed to bigger people, basically. And they're right. The movie, it is kind of teaching you something because guess who runs this shit in the music industry? The white people. They run the fucking rap industry, and they have been for years. That's why probably the quality of music been sucking fucking dick because of them. I got nothing against white people, but they did ruin the history of hip hop. Now, not all of them, because I'm talking about the corporate motherfuckers. I ain't talking about people in general. I'm talking about the corporate bitches. That's who I'm talking about. But they basically got with them dudes and then shit. They always, they made the music. They started out locally and shit like that, starting out skate rinks and all this shit. Then they start traveling to more places. One of the places they ever came to, one of the first places they ever performed at a concert was Detroit. And they got arrested in Detroit because they got popular. They made a song popular, "Fuck the Police," and they said "Fuck the police" in Detroit. And then they got fucking arrested and shit. And then it was a crowd. They was about to start a riot and shit because these motherfuckers about to getting arrested and shit. So Yeah, man. That's how it was back in the day, man. Nowadays, you can say fuck the police and get away with it. Shit. Well, not technically, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean in the music sense. You hear that? You hear that line every fucking time now. Like for real. Now, the thing with this movie is, it was Jerry Heller. He start fucking everybody money over and shit. He's Ice Cube was the first motherfucker to point this shit out and recognize this shit. And then everybody in the group when Ice Cube left, everybody want to call him crazy and he fucking like he an asshole and all this shit. And then he dissed motherfucker he dissed NWA and they couldn't even come back from that shit. MC Ran, nobody could come back from that shit. They couldn't make a diss on tourism. Jerry Heller got mad as fuck because Ice Cube dissed their ass with that song No Vaseline. We all know that song. And we all know that's one of the greatest diss songs ever. But as I was saying, they couldn't respond to that shit. They just couldn't because the song was too damn good. It was too strong for them. Especially none of them was really rappers. None of them was guys that can really, you know, had their own firepower when it comes to rap. Ice Cube was the rapper of the group. Ice Cube was the one that wrote their shit. And it's true. I know that already. He wrote their shit. He wrote everybody's verses basically. You know, from if you want an example, listen to Straight Outta Compton. Ice Cube was the one that wrote their verses. So, and that song got popular because of him. That's why I said Ice Cube was the best one in that group. He made that fucking group. I know Ice Cube was the one that was one of the producers in the movies, but he was the one that wrote their shit though. It was true. Because I heard documentaries about the shit way before the movie came out. So I heard about that shit already. So NWA can respond, then Dr. Dre left and shit. The police used to always fuck with him too. For some reason. But yeah, they start traveling and shit. They always had groupies and shit. They pulled the guns on motherfuckers. I don't know if that was actually true or not, but they always had groupies and all kinds of shit. Easy E be fucking with all types of women and shit. And I don't know, that's probably what caused them to get AIDS. I'm about 95% sure that what caused them to get AIDS or HIV. I think it was AIDS because he died really quickly. But then again, the medicine is not what it is today. But then again, whatever. I ain't gonna go into that. Yeah. And then Dr. Dre left because he's starting to realize what was going on with Ice Cube and shit. He left and went to Death Row, and then after that, they both. Only thing they missed in the movie was Easy E dissing motherfucking Dr. Dre. They missed that part. And they missed Dr. Dre dissing Easy E. They missed that part of the movie, which kind of pissed me off because they was beefing for a minute. You know, Easy E dissed him with the real motherfucking G's, and then Dr. Dre started dissing. He dissed him back, and then ain't nothing but a G thing on his the Chronic album. So also that was around the time that Snoop Dogg came out, where he had Snoop Dogg under his wing and all that stuff. So they missed that part from the movie when they was beefing with each other. Easy E was getting jealous and shit, real talk, because they went solo basically, kinda. They went solo while Dr. Dre was selling like 5 million and shit, selling multi-millions of records and shit, and Ice Cube was selling millions and shit. E40 was looking, because them the main two guys. Real talk, the main three guys in NWA is Easy E, Ice Cube, and Dr. Dre. We all know that. Them the main three. So Easy E got jealous because he's seeing Ice Cube selling all these records. He got jealous because he's seeing Dr. Dre selling all these records. They both were selling more records than Easy E. He got jealous. So then Easy E, he started losing money and shit in the meanwhile, in the process, he was getting pissed off because he was getting pissed off. He was losing all money as well. So he went to Jerry Heller and then he fired his ass. We all know that. And he fired his ass because he got pissed off because he started losing money. Then he started realizing the shit. And then he wanted after he fired his ass, then he wanted to bring back NWA. But in the movie, they were showing signs of him with the A's and shit. Start coughing. This dude was coughing throughout the movie and shit. Like towards the end of the movie, he was like, like damn near every scene he was in, he was coughing and shit. Like the dumbest part of the movie when he fell out from A's and shit, or he fell the fuck out. That shit was dumb to me. Then he was in the hospital bed. Oh yeah, what's his name? I think MC Ren got into a car crash or some shit in the movie. I forgot to mention that part, but yeah, like the movie was it was alright, and then Easy E died and shit, and that was the end. Dr. Dre left Death Row, and Ice Cube was making movies Friday and all that extra shit. So my thoughts on the movie was it was okay though. I basically told the whole movie and shit. I ain't I ain't gonna go by bit, but I told a lot of the movie right there. So I already knew their documentary. I know their history before I even watched the damn movie. That's why I didn't go see it the day it came the fuck out. Most of these young people are like, oh, this is the greatest movie of all time. This is the best movie of the year. Only reason why they saying that because they don't know shit about NWA. They don't know shit about their history. And you call yourself a real hip hop head. You don't know shit. They paved the way for these gangster rappers today, man. They did. They paved the fucking way. Ice Cube is one of the original gangster rappers. Period. He OG. He OG, man. He OG. And people they don't give him the respect that he deserves. And he's one of the original gangster rappers. They always want to talk about Gucci Man and all this bullshit. It won't be no Gucci Man without Ice Cube and all these motherfuckers. So. And most people that say, oh, this is the best movie of the year. The only reason why they're saying that is because they don't know their history, number one. Number two, they don't know real hip hop. All they fucking know is Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne. That's all they fucking know. And Gucci Mane, whack ass. That's all they fucking know. They don't know shit about real rap. So for them saying this is the best movie of the year is asinine from last year. I've seen the movie several times. This is a good movie though. But the best movie of the year, I don't know about that, man. But it was a good movie though, nonetheless, man. But that's my opinion though. I give it a 3.25 out of 5. It was a good movie. I know people gonna disagree with my rating, but I don't give a fuck. But yeah, man, let me know what you think in the comment section below about this movie, man. That's it, man. I'm done. Follow me on Twitter at 3D1ManBeast. Peace out.